We're live
Oh my God.
on the DEADPIT.com YouTube page.
I'm just trying to figure out like how long it'll be before one of my kids comes in here and starts screaming and running around.
Or that stupid cat.
Don't you talk about Winston.
Meow.
No, the cat can't get in. Thank God.
Or did you lock the cat out? Or did you kick it outside? I would imagine
No,
that
it freezes.
a cat without hair would easily freeze.
Yeah, they can't go outside, at least not anytime in the fall or whatever the hell this is.
So it's actually the first time we've done any sort of show in quite a while with me and you. It's been about a month. Has it been close to a month?
Something like that. Yeah.
So we figured we'd get on here. We're still in hibernation. The COVID-19 epidemic is still, running stronger than ever, brother. You'll never kill COVID mania, dude.
It's running wild on Eastern Kentucky right now.
Yeah. So we figured we'd get back on here and bullshit with you guys for a little while. And I thought it'd be a good idea to go through some of the horror news, which that's something we haven't done since we started this again. And the funny thing is, and a lot of people don't realize this, I don't know if we've probably mentioned it at one point on the show. When we would get our horror news, it was one particular website that we would go to. Wasn't Bloody Disgusting. It wasn't Dread Central. It was kind of low key. But that website is still up and going. So I said, gorezone.net, motherfuckers. We're going to do it old school.
Is that site still up?
That site is still up, and it still has the exact same design and everything. I was like,
somehow knew it would.
Yeah. And they still update it regularly. It's kind of awesome.
Well, if you think about it, that site would be the easiest site in the world to update because it's just a basic text like site. There's not anything going on really.
So we got a question here from Aaron Fry that says, "Hey, Daddy, what up?"
What the fuck?
Is it from you? Are you talking to yourself?
I must be. One of my
Hey,
children.
Daddy. Are they talking like Dusty Rhodes? Hey, Daddy, what up?
They're cracking up in there. I told you it'd only be a minute like before something happened.
Well, you're a local, a Cracker Bottom celebrity, man.
Cracker Bottom's where it's at.
Yeah. So we got a few people here. We're going to give some shout outs real quick, and then we'll get into some horror news, and we'll talk about a few things. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on right now, I guess. So, Joe Bob, Tar Heel, what's up? The originators are back. Alexander Barnes, you damn right. Hey, Bowles.
Bowles.
Aaron Fry, what's your favorite scary movie, Daddy? They evidently don't care about my opinion. They want to know your opinion. They can ask you shit anytime.
That's true, and they already know what all the answers to this crap is. I'm just gonna ban myself from this chat.
It's possible, or they could get their own YouTube page or YouTube. I don't know. What do they message on YouTube? Yeah, I guess it has to be YouTube.
Shout out to Slippy though. Shout out to Slippy for having the auction last night where I couldn't afford not a damn thing on there. Not a damn thing. I don't know who the hell is coming in them auctions now. There's like one or two people. Like this Larry DeVasquez guy or something. Every single thing. $100, $150. It just be like.
Something I was thinking about though, and I may be wrong, but I don't think so. I very rarely am. Sleepy, what has happened is that son of a bitch has hired a couple of people to bid up that shit. That's what's
You
going
think?
on now. Our truth, that's what's up.
He wouldn't do that.
I'm telling you right now, I don't trust Sleepy. There ain't no way some of that bullshit's going for that, that high of an amount. I don't believe it.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Some of that stuff, I'm not even joking. He had like stills, just like little camera stills or whatever
Negatives.
from a bunch of negatives, yeah. And it was like shit like, and I'm not even joking, this was a title of the movie. I'd never heard of it, but it was amazing. Nice Girls Don't Explode. It was, it was the title of the movie. And like Shotma and a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. And that shit went for like $80 to $100. For all, like, he had 10 different lots of stuff like that. And then it went for like $100.
I do have a press kit of the Unholy that has the slides with it. I wonder how much I can get for that.
Apparently, on that fucking auction, you could have got about $200, $300 last night. The stuff
well, we might do some consignment with Sleepy then. So, hey, buddy, what we got? Unholy.
Buddy, there ain't no way. When Sean Clark came in there, I was like, well, I ain't gonna get shit. Cause like if he'd wanted to, he'd just been like $10,000.
Sean Clark's still selling stuff too, though. I mean, the scary thing is though with especially Sean Clark, his livelihood is kind of at stake with this Corona thing, at least for the time being. They're not going to. I find it highly doubtful they're going to have any sort of horror conventions coming up the remainder of this year.
Now, the thing that they're doing, Whorehound is doing this too, is virtual cons, which is where you pay money and you do like a virtual meet and greet. They sign the stuff however you want it and then mail it to you. I don't know how they do a picture. Unless you get on like a...
You can easily just go on eBay and get it for probably 1/4 of the price.
Yeah, but that's the wave of the future, apparently, is virtual cons.
Yeah. Virtual conventions. It's at least the way of 2020 because there ain't nothing else that can go on right now.
Yeah, you just get drunk in your house and then the celebrities get drunk and like get on a Zoom chat, I guess.
Aaron Fry, you're getting angry at yourself.
I can't actually see the chat. I guess I could, but I don't know where it's at.
It's on YouTube. So also we want to mention here before we get started that we are archiving these shows audio format. Our good pal Steve is helping us out by formatting them in audio. That way people can listen to them not in their car because they can't go anywhere, but like they could listen to them in their iPod or iPhone, something like that.
I guess you could go out and sit in your car, just turn it on if you wanted to.
Yeah, so people to listen to audio of it, if we're explaining stuff that we see or whatever, that's because there's a live video show that we're doing right now that you can check out every once in a while. We do it on YouTube and Facebook and all that good stuff.
So what have you got for news? I don't even have any earthly idea what would be news at this point.
Well, I got one item on here. What was that?
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before somebody makes like John Octopus versus COVID-19.
Yeah. It's too soon for COVID-19 movies, though. I'm sorry. And Nicolas Cage is going to star in one of them.
Yeah.
One topic that wanted to bring up is it was the 40th anniversary this past week of Friday the 13th, the original Friday the 13th franchise. It was the last couple of weeks. I don't know. It was, and Paramount have announced a 40th anniversary Blu-ray Steelbook of the first Friday the 13th movie, debuting on June the 16th from Paramount Home Entertainment. This one is featuring the uncut, unrated version of the film, and as well access to a digital copy of the movie in case you don't have it already. If you have the box set, you should already have the digital copy because it included all of the movies digitally. And really nothing at all new in it. It features digital copy, like we said, plus previously released bonus content included commentary, interviews with cast and crew, and behind-the-scenes featurettes. And we do have artwork here, but I don't know if it's worth. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. Oh yeah, that's working out pretty good. It is the original poster art, which you and I both have signed by the entire cast. One of my prized possessions. We need to get Kevin Bacon to sign it though.
Yeah, that's probably never going to happen.
We'll go to the Bacon Brothers concert. He'll probably play at the Mac or something.
You know, speaking of that movie, periodically I'll just be sitting doing something, and I'll have a flashback to when we shit our pants. That time we had to do that horror Q&A with the cast of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we were just thrown in there. Yeah, that was very nerve wracking. That was the first show. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like we had 10 minutes or something to prepare for that, and like had no idea what the hell we were doing.
That panel was actually shown on the Friday the 13th. What year was that? Like 2000 and it may have been the one that came out 10 years ago. But they completely edited us completely out of that panel, so you wouldn't have known that we were doing that.
As well, they should have too. We were like,
Yeah. But honestly, like we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, and Joe Stratimus75 mentions it too. The 4K versions of the Friday the 13th movies, to me, that should have been the 40th anniversary. If they're going to release a Steelbook, include a Blu-ray, of course, but add a little bit of something to it that we do not have, which would be the 4K.
Is there anything new in that?
No.
God.
All previously released bonus materials, they said. Which possibly that Q&A could be on there as well.
I mean, honestly, like, unless they're going to do something like that, there's no reason to make any new editions of any of the Friday the 13th movies, really. I mean, they've made so many damn editions of those movies that you should have one version or another.
Well, I mean, like, the box set's out of print, so I understand, like, people want those movies, but, like, I think they already have single releases of the first Friday the 13th movie that's out. I mean, if somebody, I couldn't imagine anybody actually, other than collectors, just wanting every version of it. Who would want that? You know, Pizzal may get it. He gets everything, but
yeah, that just seems like it's overkill though, because that one movie has more versions than any of them, I think. Like, you got the regular version, the unrated version, the version that's in the box sets, and there's like plenty.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I just can't see other than the fact that they want to maybe have you got the Steelbook collectors. Now, them motherfuckers are nuts. Okay, I've got one of them.
If you think about it, man, like Screen Factory and even Walmart have made a damn fortune on just taking the exact same movie with the exact same features and putting it into like a Steelbook. And there's tons of people that will buy that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just the Steelbook collectors, and then you've got the Friday the 13th collectors as well. I guess there's a market for it, technically, for collector market, but unless it's like, I can't see it selling that well unless they have it at like Best Buy for $8 or something like that. And people will be like, oh, cool, it's a Steelbook Friday the 13th, let's get it. So just scrolling down here, and thanks to gorezone.net for the news, old school. I wish Metropole NYC still screened movies, Uncle Bill. Remember that?
I do.
Let's see. Scream 5. Have you heard anything about this?
No.
Actress Neve Campbell has confirmed that she's been approached about a 5th Scream film. She says, we're having conversations. The franchise has been handed over to Matthew Bettinelli Alpin, some French guy. And Tyler Gillette of the famed Gillette Razor Company. The deal behind last year's horror comedy Ready or Not. This will mark the first Scream film without the late Wes Craven at the helm, and Campbell said she was initially really apprehensive about that. So she continues to go on and on and on about the previous 4 Scream movies. The 4th one, which I've only seen one time and I'll never see again because it's awful.
It's probably a good move.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Neve Campbell can say whatever she wants, but Neve Campbell is for Neve Campbell, and Neve Campbell wants a paycheck. So I don't give a fuck if it was Carrot Top directing that film. Neve Campbell would be in Scream 5.
Of course, yeah. Once you see Neve Campbell making the rounds at horror conventions, anything that she could possibly do that actually involves real job, real work in her field, especially, she's going to do it. So if somebody wants
think about it, man. Like Neve Campbell, what the hell's the last time you saw Neve Campbell in anything other than a Scream movie?
They could.
What happened to Neve Campbell?
She could do Wild Things 3 in 3D.
I mean, what happened to Rebecca Gayheart? What happened to Sarah Michelle Gellar? What happened to any of them people that were in any of them movies?
Rebecca Gayheart murdered a kid by drunk driving, and then that ruined her career, I think.
I could see that.
But Jennifer Love, who else did you mention? Jennifer Love Hewitt. They could get her. I Still Know What You Did 20 Summers Ago. That'd be the next one.
I still know what you did in the fall of 2000.
It was 20. No, technically, it would probably been what? What year did that come out? 96? That movie?
97?
So
97?
24 years ago. I Know What You Did last, the 24th summer ago.
Yeah, I mean, actually, all those Scream Queens from the 90s, I can't think of any of it really made. I think.
Yeah, our connection is a little bit shitty at the moment. Are you back? Hello. I don't know whose connection's what. I see. Yeah, okay, you're moving again. All right. Let's see. We've got a couple of comments there from Canon Vid. Says Rebecca wasn't drunk driving. It was just reckless driving. Well, that makes it even worse. So she was.
Does it? I don't know.
Yeah, because she was she was on her cell phone or something like that, and texting somebody and just hit and killed a kid. Who else didn't? Was it Brandy, the singer Brandy? Did she also? Maybe that was the one that had the drunk driving charge. And she killed.
I don't know. I just remember what's her name? Caitlin. She also killed somebody in a car accident.
Hello. Did we lose connection? Can you guys see me? Oh, okay. So it's Uncle Bill. I can't ever tell who can see me or if it's Uncle Bill's signal or what, because my signal on my end is always good. So We'll get Uncle Bill back here in a second. Let's see. I'm going to go through a couple of questions here real quick. Thoughts on Ghostbusters 2016? I know it's old news. To be honest with you, Joe Bob, I have never seen that movie. And I have little to no interest in ever seeing it, to be honest with you. Are you back? Yeah, I thought it was me, but it was actually you. That old Martin internet you got there. Did you ever watch?
I've got one of those routers.
Who knows? Did you ever watch Ghostbusters 2016? We had a question there. I never have seen it. I've never had any interest in seeing it.
I actually have seen it because Piper got into it like really, really heavy there for about 2 or 3 months. So I've watched bits and pieces of it like 10 different times. And it's pretty much like everything that you would think it would be.
Yeah, there's just
maybe a little worse. Just the comedy that they try to do in it.
With me, I mean, in some of those movies like that, like I've actually never seen the Thing remake. I've never had any interest in seeing it. Never had an interest in seeing the RoboCop remake. And then yeah, I mean, there's a few more. I was just giving you an example. If something looks like that bad, I don't want to watch it. I just don't want to waste my time with it.
You can kind of tell too, man. Like something like the way that it looks, just by looking at the way that the actual cinematography is done, if it's gonna be decent or kind of shitty. Because like look at Pet Sematary, remake of Pet Sematary, or the remake of Child's Play. It just has a certain look to it where you're like, I know what this is going to be. It's going to be really shitty, kind of lines 80 kind of retread of the movie.
Suspiria not mentioned though, and I forgot about this. Neve Campbell was actually in that Skyscraper movie with The Rock a couple of years ago, which I never did see it, but I remember seeing the previews for it, and I was like, "Is that Neve Campbell in that movie?" And I wonder how she landed that.
I don't know. I don't remember anything about that movie though. I actually didn't even remember that movie existed.
Well, I've never seen it. I just remember the preview for it. And The Rock makes like 15 movies a year, so you can't keep track of all that stuff. So let's see if I've got any more news here. That was the two big ones I remember. Oh, yeah, here's another one that's kind of funny. They're going to make another Children of the Corn remake.
I'll bet somewhere right now, like Slippy's head's going to blow off.
So it says, a new film adaptation of Stephen King's iconic short story, Children of the Corn, is currently in production in Australia.
Yay!
The film shoot is managing to keep working throughout the coronavirus epidemic. Really? Let's see. Hollywood.
They got to bring us Children of the Corn remake for the third time.
Yeah, they
risk everybody's life for that.
Risk life and limb for Children of the Corn, boys. The Hollywood Reporter reports that the film's Lucas Foster and director Kurt Wimmer have been continuing the work on the film on the outskirts of Sydney, even with lockdown measures imposed across Australia since March 23rd. A combination of outdoor locations, local cast and crew, and status as independent production have meant that it was not subject to studio-based furloughs and shutdowns. The shoot also worked closely with State Film Board. I don't know who cares about the rest of that, but yeah, okay. And we've talked about
they really want that to work.
Yeah, like was Children of the Corn ever a major hit? The original movie or any of the sequels?
I don't think so. It's one of those movies that it kind of falls into the Leprechaun category for me. Like, horror fans know about them. They know about the fact they're early sequels, but nobody really enjoys those movies.
Somebody has to enjoy it, or either like whoever is running the studio enjoys them or something, because how many original Children of the Corn movies did they make? It was at least 7 or 8, right? I think it was 7 or 8. And then they went from Children of the Corn, the remake, and then they continued on with, I don't know if it was a sequel to the remake or just another sequel by itself. So I think we've lost Uncle Bill again. His internet connection is not the best tonight. So, yeah, that's Children of the Corn, the 2nd remake, coming out from the great folks in Australia. Uh-oh, I hear audio.
Yeah, I had an idea.
What's that?
I just took the damn, plugged it in, like right in the same room with me. So we'll see if that helps.
We'll roll with it. I can't see you, but I can hear you, so that's good.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Here it comes. How you doing?
I'm good. Are you in the Uncle Bill is in the shadows?
There we go. Okay. It should be all right now, because I'm sitting right beside the booster thing.
Okay. Still not seeing you, but I can hear you, so we'll roll with it. All right, let's continue on here. Eric Perry, holy dripping zombie ball sacks, undead Batman. The dead pit has risen from the grave. Good to see you boys back. Well, it's good to be back in some form. I have 47 viewers on here right now, Uncle Bill.
That's right, buddy.
48 now. We're just growing. We're growing minute by minute on here. Let's see. You're back.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. See, look at how high tech you are.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, okay. The original. What's this one here? COTC did okay. Children of the Corn. Okay. Probably did gangbusters on video and TV. Okay. Even if that was the case, Children of the Corn came out in 1984, man.
People do love creepy kid movies. I will say that. And that's one of the more popular creepy kid movies.
I guess. Let's see. Jared Parker, love y'all. Uncle Bill, you crack me up, brother.
I try, baby.
Let's see. Deep Red Master said, would be surprised if the last couple of sequels and remake made any money, probably just to hold the rights. Yeah, I know that.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You're back. All right, let's see. I may have some more horror news here from gorezone.net. Let's see. Unfortunately, the coronavirus epidemic did affect the highly anticipated Bowie 2 Brahms, and it is no longer didn't have its theatrical run, which would have made millions upon millions of dollars. But the film is now available on digital and on demand, and the Blu-ray and DVD is scheduled for May the 19th.
Did you ever see the Bowie? I don't think I ever
did.
saw it.
I did. I saw it. It's not very good. Like the unveil at the end is like it's very lame.
Wait a minute. Is that the one? Spoiler alert! But if this is the one I'm thinking of, where there's some little kid hiding in the fucking like whatever the walls of the house, running around and shit. Is that one or is that another one?
It's not a little kid though. This is okay. It's an adult that is pretending to be a little kid, and the doll or whatever of the boy shows up and he manipulates it and everything. It's stupid. Yeah, I saw it back when it came out.
If you ever want to watch something truly disturbing, then watch The Child's Play remake, because I don't know if you've seen it or not, but what they did in that movie is so fucking weird that it actually almost works. Like, I was sitting there the whole time, like, seriously disturbed. I mean, not for the right reasons, really, but, like, you just have to see it.
Yeah, I've yet to see it. I mean, I need to check it out. I kind of respect what I know about it. Like, for one, it's not Chucky, right? It's a buddy doll, which is hilarious because Chucky was originally based on My Buddy, the doll from the 80s.
Yeah.
So I wonder how they got away with that.
I don't even. There's any weird decisions in that movie, from the cast to like what they decided to do with the doll to kind of what it does. Like, you really just need to watch it.
So another thing that I wanted to mention, that me and Steve are doing a series of reviews, and I've started watching the Creep Show series, which AMC is airing it on TV now, which is how I'm seeing it. Mm. And they had the first episode of, I think there's a total of 6 episodes. And I got to say, though, with the first one, Creep Show, the TV series, I was kind of impressed with it. I didn't think it was, I mean, it wasn't the best thing ever, but it was entertaining enough.
Yeah, when it was on Shudder, I watched, like, I think 2 episodes of it. And it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I don't sit through anthologies like I used to and stuff, but it's
they throw
not on purpose.
A lot of nods to the original couple of movies too. The only bad thing is the producers on it are the Duddleson clan.
Yeah, that is bad, but still, like, it's got enough.
By producer, they just own the rights and they just allow them to put the names on the beginning credits of it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's a lot of nods to the first episode. You saw the crate, you saw Old Chief Woodenhead, you saw the hitchhiker's raincoat. So I mean, so far so good. We'll be doing episode 2 coming up this weekend at some point, so that'll be fun. And let's see, let's go through some more. Jason Roberts, rumor has it that Shout Factory is working on the new Friday the 13th box set. Michael Felcher, of course, knows the details, but he will not divulge any of this information, baby.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. That I 100% know that that's what's going on, but he won't say that's what's going on. But I know, like, the way he does the things that he does. And somebody asked him that question, because he would be one of the people working on it. And he was all like, completely avoided the question, and just the way that he went about doing it. Like, I know they're working on that. I don't know when it'll be out, especially not now with everything going on, but that is definitely something that's being worked on right now.
I got another thing on here. This is like a cheap plug opportunity, so I'm going to go for it. Sam Crow, he said, is your guys' YouTube video review of Rob Zombie's Halloween remake Forever Lost? I used to love watching that. Well, if you want to revisit those memories, Sam Crow, you can go check out the Dead Pit website at deadpit.com. We still have copies of Dead Pit on the Road Season 1 that features the uncut Rob Zombie's Halloween review, and it's the only way you can see it, baby.
Yeah, I was looking for the Pet Cemetery thing that we did, and That has been deleted too, apparently.
Well, a little birdie told me that has been found as well, baby, and we may release that at some point in the near future because Denise Crosby said so.
Yeah, that's like one of the best things ever.
I did find that.
I still think about it.
Yeah. Jared Parker, I like to see Rob Zombie do another Halloween movie. Well, I think you're the only one, Jared, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah. If you've watched the last two Rob Zombie movies, you don't want to see him make anything. I guarantee it.
Deep Red Masker, did you guys see The Invisible Man or have any interest in it? I really don't have any interest in it, but I hear good things about it, so I may check it out at some point.
When it goes lower than $20 to rent, I probably will.
Yeah. I mean, for some reason, like, I just can't, like, even if I had money to burn like that, I wouldn't spend it on something like that. I just wouldn't do it. I'd rather spend $20 on a $20 fill up at KFC. Get more out of that.
Yeah, $20 is way too much to ask more to rent a movie, especially like these from theater movies that they're putting on, where you can rent it for like $20. I'm like, no, I ain't never gonna happen.
Joe Stradamus, 75. You guys should get Felcher back on the show for an interview on upcoming titles. Well, Felcher's always welcome. He can come on anytime and bullshit with us. But we're going to grill the shit out of him about that Friday the 13th 4K box set that Scream Factory's working on. We know it's happening.
I mean, he does talk about like all of the stuff that he's doing. The problem is right now is everything that he was doing is a hold. Like he doesn't know when anything's coming out that he's working on. He doesn't have, I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the way things are right now. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I think the whole world is kind of on hold right now, you know.
Yeah.
You know what's bad, though? I was talking to Sarah about this earlier, is we had bought tickets to the Railbird Festival in Lexington at the Kingland or whatever for this summer.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm thinking there's 40 or 50,000 people that was there last year. I don't know how many, but there's a lot. It's like a weekend-long festival, right? So those son of a bitches have the gall to say that show is still going to go on in August. Instead of just going ahead and refunding everybody, because we know that show's not going to go on.
It is. There's going to be 40,000 people there. They're all going to die.
So, yeah.
Well, I actually bought like more concert tickets for this time for the kids and everything than I'd ever bought before, and they ended up everyone getting canceled. Like I don't even want to get into what they were because that's just depressing kind of inventory on my life. But still,
I know. I've been to a Shawn Mendes concert before.
Thank God.
Let's see. Jared Parker, are you guys excited for the new Candyman?
I actually watched the trailer for that and thought that it was pretty well put together. I don't know. That's another thing too, though. I don't know how we'll see it. Like something just tells me, man, that like theaters are pretty much not going to exist very, very soon. And the majority of this stuff that we'll see will probably be like the way that it's done right now.
Yeah, I mean, because really the studios are shooting themselves in the foot by doing the voodoo stuff. You can watch the movies the same time it's in theaters or whatever, because once you get started doing that, it's kind of hard to quit. And
can you imagine though the hassle of trying to do a theater the way they would have to do it now, where everything has to be like quarantined off, and you could go certain places, and everybody would have to sit apart. And then what the fuck do you do? Like, let's say that you're sitting 6 feet apart from somebody. I mean, they're never gonna get up. Nobody's gonna have to take a piss. Nobody's gonna have to like go buy food or whatever. How is any of that gonna work?
Who knows? Only the shadow. Let's see here. This would be a good one for you, Uncle Bill, because you like these type of movies. Can you guys recommend a psychological type atmospheric horror film, not a slasher, that I can get retardedly stoned to? Something along the lines of Let's Scare Jessica to Death or The Innocents.
Well, that depends, Kelly, right? When you say that you want to get stoned to it, do you want to get stoned and like paranoid and terrified, or do you want to get stoned and like get caught up in some sort of like esoteric Willy Wonka style, fantasy? Because that's an important part of that question. If you want to get terrified, then Session 9 is the atmospheric film that you need to watch. But for something that's a little bit more lighthearted, psychological thriller kind of thing, let's see, if we're going to the 80s,
there's one, to be honest with you, like, I keep thinking of the movies that make you, like, when you watch them, you'd be like, damn, this would be like a masterpiece if I was stoned. Do you remember that movie, Yellow Brick Road, that we reviewed back in the day?
I knew you were going to say it even before you said it. Yeah.
That's like, I always enjoyed that movie just because it's so damn, like, atmospheric and bizarre. And I can't even put my finger on exactly why it is, but it's just so, I want to watch it again because that's one movie that nobody talks about at all.
No.
And it's just so
but it
weird,
is like
bizarre, and yeah.
The whole premise of that movie is kind of unique too. Like, not to give anything away, but like the main kind of driving force in it and everything. But you're right. It's one of those movies where you're just kind of like, you don't even really have to be on drugs to think that movie is insane.
Yeah. Let's see here. I've never checked out Tubi. I think somebody else asked us about Tubi.
Yeah, I haven't either. Tubi.
Jack Johnson, CK, I don't know if people have been bothering you about this, but your weight loss video helped me lose 60 pounds. I was wondering if you're still eating low carb. No, actually, I probably need to get back at eating low carb. I've gained some weight back, but yeah, I appreciate you saying that. And the low carb thing works, man. I mean, if you do it, if you stay strict at doing it, it kind of shocks the system. So, yeah, I can't do the low carb because my wife won't quit buying sweets. I'm blaming her. I like that Toblerone ice cream, baby. What's that shit called?
Toblerone.
Have you ever tried Tillamook ice cream at Food City?
No, but I've heard of Telemundo.
Well, Telemundo used to show the AAA wrestling. Uh-oh. She said, you need to get a haircut, buddy. You're starting to look like a hobo.
Oh, shit. Who's going to cut it?
But I cut mine. All right. Yeah, I mean, that Suspiria night, he says he lost 64 pounds but gained back 30. I've gained over the last year probably 20, 25 pounds. And yeah, I need to do the low carb again, at least do it for a couple months.
Everybody's gaining weight though, man. You can't fucking do anything. Scared to death. Get out.
True. That is true. You were self-quarantine. And the thing is, I still go walking, but if they want us to wear that mask when we go walking, I'm going to fucking die. I ain't going to be able to do that shit.
There's no way you could do that. Like, there's absolutely no way.
What's funny, we went to Sam's Club this past weekend, and Sarah literally almost puked in her mask because it was so hot and she couldn't hardly breathe. She almost puked in her mask. That'd been bad.
There was a story of a woman that was supposedly driving and passed out because she had a mask on and then wrecked her car. I did see that. You got to be careful, boys.
That's true. So let's see here. We'll be around for about another 10 minutes or so.
My phone is actually on 1%, so I'll be around for about 2 minutes.
Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah.
Shit, you're doing that on your phone? I'm on a computer. All right.
I'm on my phone, baby.
So one last purchase, and I don't know if you know this is out there, and I wanted to show it off, is the Wizard. Shout Factor came out with this.
Oh,
look at that cover, man. That was on sale, and I got it this past week. I got great memories of I actually saw that movie in the theater when it came out.
That is an amazing cover. I got to give them credit for that.
Yeah.
Whoever designed it.
Yeah. So,
amazing movie, too, really.
Yeah, it is. It's just a Nintendo commercial, but I mean, it's from the 80s and at that era, totally worth $17. So
it's like Mac and Me, except it's good. Like Mac and Me was a promotional thing from McDonald's.
Did they ever release Mac and Me on Blu-ray? That'd be awesome.
I don't know if they have or not, man. I've got to imagine that they at least tried because that's such a cult classic now.
Jack Johnson said that little kid in the Wizard is so annoying. He kind of. Are you talking about the one that's mentally challenged? He kind of is.
Yeah, he's not the greatest.
But he's playing.
Fred Savage character.
Yeah, he keeps saying California. I remember that. But yeah, the one thing in that too, like they sold probably 4 million Power Gloves out of that movie.
Did you ever watch the documentary about the Power Glove on Amazon? That's something else people should check out too. That was actually pretty good. They talked about yes.
Oh shit.
They talk about like how it was developed, why it was developed, why it fucked up so much, like what it was that caused it to actually like not work, and how that all happened. And yeah, it's really good.
I'll have to actually check that out. I love watching shit like that. Here's one blast from the past, and then we'll get out of here. Is James Wan still your favorite pocket-size Asian filmmaker? He's mine.
Yeah, he is.
He's actually come a long way. I mean, I'm kind of like proud of him in a way.
I wonder what happened to him though. What was the last movie he made?
He made one of the Fast and Furious movies. And he made all the Insidious movies and The Conjuring and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what was the last film he did?
Let me look. James Wan. Somebody's asking about the Madman LP on Mondo. No, I haven't got that yet, but that would be a good Christmas gift if somebody wants to buy it for me. Just saying. I don't have it yet. James Wan, the last film he directed was Aquaman. I didn't know he directed that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, he did that in 2018.
Really?
Yeah. And then he did The Conjuring 2 in 2016, Furious 7 in 2015. Yeah, so I think my favorite movie still that he did was, I think Uncle Bill's phone died. That's why I'm doing this on a laptop, folks. So, yeah. Anyway, we were getting ready to cut. We just have so much fun, baby. We can't help it. So check that website out. It's scrolling below, deadpit.com. Hope you guys enjoyed this little show we're doing for you. More things to come on the website, and we are doing the archive podcast versions of all these shows. Hopefully this one will be up on Friday, and also Steve and I are doing the Creep Show reviews. The first one is up on YouTube here. Check it out. Yeah, Uncle Bill hung up on me, but you know, so is life. The B plan would be right here, but he's asleep. He goes to bed every night at like 8 o'clock. So we will, yeah, B plan's going to be with me on the Creep Show review. That'll probably be up on Friday or Saturday. Creep Show episode 2. And you guys check all that out on the deadpit.com website. Also, leave us some, we don't have any recent reviews on iTunes. So if you can leave us some reviews on there, that would be awesome. We've got a few t-shirts left on the website. We got commentaries, we got DVDs, all that good stuff. And as promised, you know, I mentioned this back in March, we're going to be doing more stuff on here. So it's going to be a regular occurrence from here on out. You know, we're going to try to keep it more on a semi-regular basis than we were before, and you guys, I think, have noticed that. So anyway, we appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Uncle Bill's phone died, but we will be back. If not next week, it'll be in the near future. We'll be doing something, and maybe we can get the Slippity Dippity Doo to come on here and talk about some of the upcoming releases, which I don't think there's release dates for a lot of this stuff anymore, but we will talk about all that with him. Hopefully we can get him on, and I am going to be doing the review as well with Steve coming up this coming weekend too. So check all that stuff out on the website, and appreciate all you guys for coming on tonight. We had a pretty good crowd, and I know we have some competition because there's a lot of stuff going on streaming wise online. So appreciate all you guys checking us out, and we will see you next go around on DeadPit.com. See you guys.